Is my furnace done being fucking loud? We good? Doesn't make any sense. Like, we pay thousands of dollars to have furnaces in our house to keep us warm, but then when we want to make YouTube videos, the furnace won't shut the fuck up. Like, I'm trying to make a video here. I don't give a fuck if I freeze to death or not. No G Fuel today. I'm drinking one of those fucking, I don't know, one of those iced coffees that 8th grade girls drink. Don't fucking make fun of me. Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something that's been highly requested. Well, in a fraction I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing a mock draft today, although I'm just going to be doing picks 1 through 10 for a couple reasons. 1, I don't have 3 hours to sit here and record an entire first round mock draft, and for 2, I'm not really sure how this is going to go and how you guys are going to like it, so you're going to have to let me know if you want me to do more of these after this video. Again, nothing in this video is factual, guys. This is just where I see players going and where I think players should go coming out of the 2021 NFL Draft. And super quick before the video starts, you guys, I'm going to talk about the VIGIT March Madness Betting League again because it is free money. For anybody who might not know what VIGIT is, guys, VIGIT is a free social media sports betting app where you can make fake sports bets and win real prizes. And right now they're having a March Madness contest where all you have to do is download the app, use code WyattzWorld for 2,500 free coins, then join this betting league, and at the end of the March Madness tournament, the top percentage of the bracket is going to get cash prizes. Alright guys, and how I'm going to do this is I'm basically just going to be starting with pick number 1 and ending with pick number 10. I'm going to be explaining who the player is, what position they are, and what college they're coming from, and lastly, why I think they're a great fit to the team that I'm choosing them to get drafted by. Alright, so the first pick of the 2021 NFL Draft I don't think is going to be a shock to anybody. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars drafting Trevor Lawrence. But for those of you who do like a little bit of explaining, guys, Trevor Lawrence at Clemson had a collegiate record of 34 wins and 2 losses. Other than Zach Wilson, maybe, I don't even see anybody being argued as close to the talent Trevor Lawrence possesses. And now, the Jacksonville Jaguars just hired Urban fucking Meyer as their head coach, who's one of the greatest college head coaches of all time. He's gonna want a fresh start. There's nobody else in that draft he's gonna want more than Trevor fucking Lawrence. Alright, number 2, I have the New York Jets drafting Zach Wilson. I don't want to say that, but I think that that's what's going to happen. I think that the Jets should give Darnold a chance. I think that they should draft Penei Sewell, but I don't think they're going to. And I get it. I get where both sides are coming from. Yes, you have Zach Wilson sitting there. New York has every right to take him, but at the same time, you have a very, very young, undeveloped Sam Darnold who hasn't really had a chance. Why not just draft him protection and attempt to build the team around him? That being said, Zach Wilson is probably the second best quarterback in the draft. Arguably second. He looks really fucking good. The only issue I have with Zach Wilson is honestly the fact that he physically looks like a 12-year-old boy. Other than that, I think he's going to be a fantastic quarterback. Like I said, I don't think the Jets should draft him, but I think that they will. And to be honest with you, I don't think the record will be any different than it would be if they had Sam Darnold. And that's not the quarterback's fault. It's the fact that neither of them have any fucking help whatsoever. Alright, number 3, we've got the Houston Texans. We've got the Miami Dolphins because the Houston Texans are a bunch of fucking idiots. Anyway, my third pick, I have the Dolphins taking Devontae Smith. Now this one I know can be argued from about 45,000 different perspectives. You can bring in Jamar Chase, you can bring in Jalen Waddle, you do what you gotta do, but at the end of the day, I don't see the Dolphins taking another receiver over Devontae Smith right now. Not only did he remain healthy and not opt out like Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle did, but he won the fucking Heisman Trophy as well. I don't care how good Jamar Chase looked in 2019. Guys, Devontae Smith looked better than him this year. Look, there's no way Miami's comfortable with Preston Williams and Devontae Parker as their 1 and 2 options there. I know Devontae Parker is not that bad, but imagine if you got Devontae Smith in that offense. You know, pending that Tua turns it around and doesn't fucking suck, which is the reason I don't have Miami taking like Trey Lance or something. It's because it's way too early for them to move on from Tua. They can't do that yet. If you're asking me, Devontae Smith is the best receiver coming out of the draft, and if you're the Miami Dolphins, you have absolutely no excuse to pass him up. And now it's time for number 4, and this is going to be kind of a questionable call, but I have the Atlanta Falcons drafting Justin Fields from Ohio State. Guys, you can say what you want about Dan Quinn, and I'm not going to sit here and defend him. I know that guy was a horrible head coach, but the Falcons were just as bad without Dan Quinn as they were with Dan Quinn. And I don't think it's really much of an argument. Matt Ryan's career is definitely going to be winding down here very shortly. I know that his contract goes out to 2023 or 2024. That doesn't necessarily mean he's forced to stick around that long. Now, I understand Justin Fields probably won't ever get to play with Julio Jones, which is really unfortunate, but he will get to play with Calvin Ridley. What I find more interesting enough about that combination is that Calvin Ridley is extremely fast and Justin Fields is extremely accurate. That could be an extremely deadly combination. This draft pick could go a lot of different ways, but to me it would make a lot of sense if Atlanta would try and stray away from Matt Ryan and possibly pick up the future of their organization. And the 5th draft pick, which I don't have any doubt in my mind about it, if he is there, I'm going to say it wrong, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to draft Penei Sewell. That guy is just like Mekhi Becton. If you don't know who Mekhi Becton is, he's an offensive tackle on the New York Jets who weighs about 400 pounds but can run at the speed of sound. I mean, there's a good chance that if the Jets don't pick Zach Wilson, that's who they're going to get, so he might not be around. But protection is what Cincinnati needs the fucking most. You can ask 2 people about that, Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. You get him a couple of big bodies and you start building a brick wall around those 2, it's going to be a fucking problem. But at the end of the day, if we look at it, that is something that's been holding Cincinnati back for years, and that is their terrible offensive line. Number 6, I have the Philadelphia Eagles drafting Kyle Pitts out of Florida. I don't know, guys. The Philadelphia Eagles need 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 20, an entire new team. They need that many people to be on pace to be a contending team again. We already know Philadelphia's offense could possibly be the worst offense in the league. Nobody's really sure on that right now, but if you look at the facts, you have an undeveloped rookie in Jalen Hurts. I love him. We all know that. You have Miles Sanders, who's only played for like 2 years, and he's been hurt for half the time he's played. Then you have Jalen Reagor, Travis Fulgham, and they fucking released D-Jack. Plus, they're probably going to get rid of Zach Ertz, meaning that's just going to leave him with Dallas Goedert and a bunch of trash cans. Now, Philadelphia could draft a couple different offensive weapons here. They could get Jamar Chase. I mean, shit, it definitely wouldn't even hurt them to draft an offensive lineman right now either. But basically what I'm getting at is that the Eagles could use virtually any offensive position right now, so it doesn't fucking matter who they take. For me, I would just take the best tight end in the draft in Kyle Pitts. Number 7, I have the Detroit Lions drafting Jamar Chase out of LSU. It would be flip-flopped. If Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith had flip-flopped years, it would be a flip-flop rotation. I'd have Devontae Smith going where Jamar Chase is. I'd have Jamar Chase going where Devontae Smith is. It's the Detroit Lions. They don't have Marvin Jones Jr. It doesn't sound like they're going to be keeping Kenny Golladay, which I think they should. They're going to have to draft a wide receiver. I don't see any fucking option right here other than Jamar Chase. And what are you going to do? You're going to trade for Jared Goff and then you're just going to give him nobody but TJ Hawkinson? Get the fuck out of here. Like, the Detroit Lions are guaranteed to draft a wide receiver unless they make a trade for one. Alright, and on to number 8, and this is another weird one, but I have the Carolina Panthers drafting Trey Lance. Okay, so Carolina's made it pretty obvious that they don't want to roll with Teddy Bridgewater and that they want a new quarterback no matter how much it takes to get him. They're making shots at Deshaun. There's been rumors that they've made shots at Russ. At this point, why not just draft one with the 8th pick in the fucking draft? Now, there were a couple names I could have thrown in there. I don't know how the whole quarterback ranking scale is on the official NCAA NFL draft website, however the fuck it goes. Okay, look, I know Kyle Trask had great college stats or whatever. I don't care. I think that guy's a piece of shit. And then we have Mac Jones, who is the Bama quarterback, the Bama prodigy. Okay, guys, let's use our damn heads here. If you're an Alabama quarterback, you're going to be an elite quarterback no matter what. I mean, seriously, you're going to be an elite quarterback no matter what. Guys, I could go to Bama and be an elite quarterback. When you have Nick Saban and you have the best wide receiving core in the nation, every single fucking year, you are bound to be elite. That's why if I were the Carolina Panthers, I would draft Trey Lance. Speedy wide receivers, big-armed quarterback, that sounds like a successful ending story to me. Alright, next up is the Denver Broncos at pick number 9, and this is where I would say another quarterback, but like I said, I don't think they should take a shot on Mac Jones. I think Denver should draft a cornerback, and I think that Patrick Surtain II would probably make the most sense for them. And I'm not dissing Caleb Farley, but Caleb Farley's been hurt way too goddamn much for Denver to take that chance on him. Okay, AJ Boye is gone, Chris Harris Jr. is gone. I don't know who the fuck else Denver has sitting in their secondary, so I find it really hard to believe that they wouldn't want a top cornerback. The only other thing I could see Denver drafting would be a quarterback, because they have Drew Lock, who, by the way, might actually be the worst quarterback in football right now. I think Denver would be better off either trying to sign a free agent quarterback, trading for a quarterback, or just toughing out one more year with Lock to see if he can develop before moving on to someone else in the draft. So as of right now, at pick number 9 in the NFL draft, I have the Denver Broncos selecting Patrick Surtain. And at number 10, I have the Dallas Cowboys drafting Caleb Farley. I think it's going to be a battle. I think it's going to be just what I said with Denver. Everybody kind of wants Caleb Farley, but everybody knows about his injuries, and I don't think anybody's going to be too eager to take him. But I think Dallas is going to have him sitting right in front of him, and they're going to have no choice. For one, we all know that Dallas' secondary is absolutely fucking terrible and could use all the help it could get in the world. Look, I think Caleb Farley is going to be really good if he doesn't get hurt, and I don't think he will. Look at Stephon Diggs, guys. When Stephon Diggs came into the draft, he dropped so much because his leg was so fucking blown out. Plus, if Caleb Farley goes off and Trayvon Diggs continues to develop, Dallas is going to be looking a little bit scary going forward. But who knows if that's actually going to happen or not, you know? Alright guys, and that was my first 10 picks for the NFL 2021 mock draft. If you guys like this video, you already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, comment if you want me to make a second part, a third part. I don't know if I'll ever go past one round, but I wouldn't mind making more of these. I might try and fuck around with a little end card here, so if it works, then it's great. If it doesn't work and the video just looks shitty at the end, then I'm sorry for it. One of my mods has been putting in a lot of time just on her free time making me cool little graphics and everything like that, so I feel like I should definitely be trying to use those right now. Again, Storm, thank you for everything you've been doing off the clock. Well, technically everything you do for me is off the clock because I don't pay you anything. But Storm, seriously, thank you so much for all the end cards and intros and graphics and everything else that you've been doing to help me through these last couple months as I've been getting into streaming and YouTube. Anyway guys, with that being said, I'm going to hop off and get this video edited so you guys can watch it. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I will see you in the next video.